Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Black Manga Critic here. We just, we streaming. We gonna be talking about manga and music. Just a chill stream. I'm listening to music right now. Like these are not connected to my laptop. It's connected to my iPhone. I got Lupe Fiasco's album that just recently came out. Droga Swave. So I'm just listening to that, just kind of going through it. I haven't listened to all of it yet. I started listening to it earlier, like um, after like I finished teaching and everything like that. So I'm just chilling right now. I'm just chilling right now. Um, but we're gonna talk about that manga and music. I don't know what to start with. So far, I mean, I guess we'll start with the music because music's always dope. It's I already know me. I love talking about music. Adore it. I just like just dope sounds, you know. So I mean, right now, like just kind of how I feel about Lupe's album. So far it's good. So far it's pretty good. Like I like it. I'm not. Like I say, I don't like it. I do feel like it's a little bit too long. It's like 22, 24 tracks, something like that on there. I'm like, nah, that's too much, my guy. That's too much. I try to hear that. But that's just me. I can't do that. I can't do that many tracks. I'm gonna try it though. I'm just gonna kind of listen to it while I'm streaming to see how that feels. I guess it's something new. You know what I mean? See how I feel about that. Listen to music. Like you won't be able to hear it because I ain't getting no copyright strikes off of that. All right, no. But so far it's pretty good. I'm listening to this track right now. It's called "I'm Stronger." I don't know what number track that is, but so far it's pretty good. I like this. The feature who's on here. Let me see who's on here. Features Nikki Jean. Pretty good. I haven't heard her at all, but I'm gonna check her out because she sounds nice on the track. And that's kind of generally like sometimes how I find new artists. Like if I'm listening to a artist that I already like a Lupe, and then I say, okay, who's featured on that track? Or I'm listening to, let's say, maybe like Rhapsody or someone like that, and I'm like, all right, who's featured on the track? If there's something that I particularly like, then I look for them. Like No Name was kind of like that. I looked for No Name because she was on one of Chance's tracks, and I was like, all right, I gotta check her out. And I checked out, and I was like, yo, I like her more than I like Chance, and I like Chance. I do. I really like. I mess with acid rap, coloring book, all this other like sort of mixtapes and stuff like that. So it's always good to like do that. It's always good if you listen to like any track, whatever, and you find an artist and you like, especially in 2018, because it's just easier to do that. It's like if you have, I mean, if you have the funds, like you can pay for Spotify and you can afford that and all that, then it's just easier to like look for stuff. Check out certain tracks. Like it's literally like clicks away. You could just be like, all right, I'm gonna look on Spotify or iTunes with the title or whatever. You can be like, all right, let me find this artist if they're on there. You know what I mean? Easy work. All right. Also, I would suggest one thing I really suggest, and that I think is really dope, is what's going on as that the sort of like NPR Tiny Desk series. That's like you trying to find some music, you trying to figure out like who like certain people consider to be like dope, both from like a sort of mainstreamy like sort of perspective, but also like some artists that aren't as well known, like let's say maybe in like a state that you're in, a town that you're in, wherever, country that you're in. You know what I mean? Like NPR, like Tiny Desk introduced me to like Tank and the Bangers. They dope. They live. They hype. Love their music. Check out Think Tank. That's a great album. All right, I love it. Love it. Love it. Definitely check them out. Their live performances are even better than the album, which is like that's how you know they dope. It's kind of like the Roots. Like the Roots, when they do live performances, phenomenal. All right, so definitely check that out. Again, just listening to Lupe Fiasco. Right now I'm on Sun God Sam and the California Drug Deals. All right. And so far that's good. That's like, it's kind of got like a, I don't know how to call it. What to call it. Like, it's kind of like a trap beat, but not really. It's kind of like a, yeah, I guess it's kind of like a trap beat, kind of. But it's good. It's good. I like it so far. It's not bad. Lupe doing his thing. He's spitting bars, of course. Lupe spits bars. Yeah. All right. But yo, NPR Tiny Desk is really dope. Definitely check that out. And if anybody wants to come through, you want to chill, you want to come through, talk music and all that, feel free. I don't have to listen to this music the whole time, but it's cool. It is what it is. All right. I I'll also, so I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna shift to manga real quick. Let's shift to manga real quick. But before I do, just again, NPR Tiny Desk is dope. They've had like great people on there. They had I'm like, I don't know why I'm like losing it right now. Dude from Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know why I'm I like brain for right now, but like he was on there with like this great like brass ensemble. It was really dope. And of course that bars all day, all right? Because Wu-Tang Clan bars all day. I think a lot of people like have this weird idea that like the Wu-Tang Clan is like kind of a joke, like, and that's people that just like don't listen to rap. I think if you just don't listen to rap and you hear the Wu-Tang Clan, you're like, huh? But if y'all know what I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about. If you listen to 36 Chambers, if you listen to that stuff, like you already know. All right, you already know. Classic rap album. Dope. All right. I would say that's in my top 5 in terms of like rap albums. 36 Chambers, definitely. All right, but Lupe's just going off in the ears right now. Like he killing him. He killing him right now. All right, do not disrespect the Lupe greatness. Let me move on to like manga real quick. I'm just gonna kind of go like back and forth. I'm gonna still be talking about manga. I'm gonna be talking about music. I'm gonna try to do as many of these as sort of as possible. Like when I just like feel like streaming and I don't necessarily want to react to something. Because reacting, like, it takes energy. It's like, it's cool, it's great, but it also takes like a lot of energy, a lot of talking, like just straight, because you have to read everything off. But this is like different. I forgot to get me some water. I'm gonna get me some water eventually, but I'm gonna do that. I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna talk on manga a bit. Because I tweeted about Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, man. Look. Look. It is dope. It's phenomenal. I adore it. Y'all already know I adore it. Okay, I haven't listened to the new Brockhampton project yet. I haven't listened to it. I might put it on in a little bit. I might just like switch from the Lupe project that I'm listening to now to the Brockhampton project. I haven't listened to it yet. But I've heard about it. I'm gonna check it out. And then I'll see how I feel about it. But I'll definitely check it out. Let me set it up right now real quick. Just so I have it on here. All right. Yeah. Iridescence. It looks. That's a dope cover. That's a dope album cover. I like it a lot. I like stuff like that. That like infrared like joint. That's really cool. And it's like 15 songs. 15. Like 15 songs. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I like if it's like 15 and fewer. That's my joint. If it's more than that, I'm like 16 songs. You gotta do one more. Like I can't. It's too long. The Lupe project sound so far is great, but it's just super long. My God, like bruh, that's like to me that's like 2 albums. All right, I don't want to see no 24 albums. I don't want to see no. Sun's Tirade was what could have been great, but I feel like Sun's Tirade, the most recent Isaiah Rashad project, too long. There's some dope tracks on there, but it's too long. That's like 20-something tracks too. No. All right. And y'all know I love me some Isaiah Rashad. Some Tirade, Sylvia Demo. All right. Some of the older stuff, some of the tracks he just kind of put out that weren't on any like mixtapes or anything like that. Just like stuff. Great stuff. But too long. All right. Let me just talk about Hunter right quick. So Hunter, yo. Again, look. Hunter is it's on that novel. It's on that novel stuff. I think I might do this. I might make it sort of like a series where I'll just like kind of like swap from like manga to music and just kind of do that throughout the stream. And like if people want to talk about like certain music, like I might like check it out on Spotify, have the phone ready, check it out, and then just like kind of listen to like something. Yo, I'm not caught up on Tower of God yet, Key. I'm not caught up. And Baxter, what's good? Perfect Psycho, what's good? All right, Key, what's up? I'm not caught up yet. Once I catch up, like it's gonna take me a while because it's like I read slowly now. Like I used to take my time. Not that I used to take my time. I used to just blaze through things and like miss things. But reading slowly for me is dope because I will like catch stuff that like I just kind of like be like whatever, that's not important. And actually it is like the whole stuff with like the stuff in Tower of God with like Emily and all of that. Like y'all, you know what I'm talking about. That chapter to me was like so dope. That's what I'm mad at it. I didn't even like I didn't tweet about it, but it was like, yo, I have so many questions about that too. You know what I mean? Tower of God, yo. All right, I'm talking about Manga right now. I'm gonna get to the 100 because I tweeted about it. I'm gonna talk about it, but Tower of God, yo. I can't. I'm on this track right now. XO, that's a track. That's a track that like Lupe could put out and really XO from his latest project, Drogas Wave. He could put that out and it'd be good. It's a chill track. But Tower of God is dope. Yo, we gotta chat about Rachel. Woo! Bruh. Nah, you gotta get to like 10 chapters. You gotta get to like 10 chapters back. So you gotta, no, it gets really good. It's really good. 5 chapters, it's cool. It's like I feel you. I feel you on that. Because like when I was talking about 5 chapters, I was like, I got to 10 chapters and I was like, I like where it's going. Like there was just this humorous moment that just worked for me. I was like, this is good. This is good. And there was just some other things that worked that just like sort of happened. And I was like, all right, we in here. Okay. But I would say for me, I'd say give it 10 chapters. If after 10 chapters, you're like, I'm not really feeling it right now, then you don't like, I always tell people like, yo, you don't have to read something if you don't want to. Nobody has to read Hunter x Hunter. Nobody has to read One Piece. Nobody has to read Tokyo Tower Never Girls or Princess Jellyfish, whatever. You don't have to read that. All right. But I always like highly suggest those titles because I feel like they have incredible value. So it is what it is. The Tower of God, y'all. Before again, I'm gonna get to that Hunter x Hunter greatness. I'm gonna talk about it. We can talk about it. But Tower of God, if y'all ain't on it, you gotta get on it. You gotta get on it. It is dope. All right. Y'all gotta get on it. Do not sleep on it. Okay? Tower of God. That's why when I say Tower of Goat, I'm not kidding. Tower of God is really, really good. It just has this really great sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's, I guess for me, the way I sort of feel about Tower of God is like, I like the fact that, yeah, it's just like when it hits, it hits. It really does. When it hits, Baxter, it really hits. And you're just like, you just invested. And I think the thing for me that I love about Tower of God is like it's a webtoon. Like it's like a webtoon. Like it's just like a webcomic that like it's about the characters. Like it is like there was like a sort of central kind of thing. But the characters are just interesting. They have their own sort of like stories, and you're really invested in like learning about them and why they are the way they are, and like why they're moving the way they're moving, and all these things. Really, really good stuff. I really like. I think the art just kind of continues to get better, and I really like. I just like it's. Like I think its pacing is really good too. Like things don't sort of last for too long. We kind of are always sort of moving forward in a way. And there were just points where I'm just like, yo, like I'm just not expecting certain things. And when they happen, I'm like, wait, bruh, come on. Like when they happen. So for me, Tower of God is really, really good. I think it's just a great web comic that clearly has like inspiration from manhwa, and it's just really great. Just from like Korean manga. Like it's clear. Like the influences are very clear. But Tower of God is dope. I gotta check out Unordinary is you talking about the Image comic? I think that's the Image comic that you're talking about. That one I haven't checked it out like a bunch, but I've seen like a few issues and I'm like, yo, it's really good. It's like definitely like it's really, really, really I guess it's graphic, right? It's graphic. Yeah, it's graphic, right? It's like, yeah, if you're not into like, you don't even necessarily have to be into it, but it's like it doesn't hold back. It's like the art, I think the writer and artist, I believe that's on it, is like, it's like everything. There's a lot of like sexual sort of like content in it. So it's not for like, I'm not giving that to no 10-year-old and nothing like that, or a 13-year-old and something like that. I'm like, look, this is for like mature audiences only. Okay, but it is good. Image generally puts out great stuff. You know what I mean? For me, like that stuff doesn't bother me nearly as much because like there's a lot like I mean, if you ever read anything like Osamu Tezuka, like that dude puts in nudity set, like he puts in that stuff all over the place. But usually when that stuff is in there, like usually it's like there's like sort of like it's like there's that sex and nudity and stuff, but there's always like this like other stuff that's happening that's attached to that that's like not good in a way, like somebody's like being murdered or something happening. Or it's just like, ugh, you know. But Tezuka's wild. Tezuka wild and some like sometimes he just be like, I'm like, no, like yo, you doing a lot right now. You're doing a lot. I've only read like one chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, but I like the premise. The premise for the first chapter was really dope. I thought it was interesting, and I kind of wanted to keep reading, but then I was like, do I want to react to it? Do I want to wait until like a volume comes out for it eventually in the future, and then react to the rest of that volume? I don't know. Will Viz pick it up if it gets enough traction? You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm kind of waiting for that. So it is what it is about when it comes to Jujutsu Kaisen. But the first chapter was dope. It was dope. I read it. I liked it. Interesting. But yeah, definitely check out Tower of God. Just kind of start. Just like give yourself some time. Carve out some time. And that's kind of what I do generally whenever I'm about to start a series and I'm really about to read the chapters and someone says this is really good. I have to carve out time because if I really get into it, I gotta keep reading. I gotta read 30, 40 chapters or something like that and then stop. Because that's again, I read slowly at this point because I'm always trying to catch things and think about the stuff that I'm reading. You know what I mean? Unless I'm reacting to something. If I'm reacting to something, then sometimes I will just kind of blaze through something. I would say, again, so far this Lupe album is good. I think it gets better as it kind of goes along. There's like a really nice chill vibe portion of it that I really like so far. It's very good. It's very good. Like Lupe picked the beats proper. All right. So far, nice. Definitely check out the Lupe project. What was I gonna say? So basically, let me get back to Hunter though. All right. A Tower of God stream. Once I sort of catch up, I'm going to do a stream. I'm gonna catch up pretty soon, I think. With the pace that I'm sort of on, I'll catch up pretty soon, fairly soon. Once I kind of get back on certain things and I'm doing all my stuff, like get my work done and all that, I'll catch up fairly quickly. It'll probably take me I'll probably catch up by next weekend, I would say. If I just read it on a sort of consistent basis and I carve out time for it. But look, Hunter is in a weird sort of place. Because on the one hand, I'm like, no Hunter slander. I will not hear it. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at. But at the same time, I'm like, look, people have legit criticisms about where it is, about how it's sort of being put out. Hunter right now is it's not really a week to week manga, manga, the way that it's sort of being produced, clearly, you know what I mean? It's not. It is it's clearly being written for volumes. I mean, look at the way Tagashi's putting out the content. You know what I mean? He's okay, I'm gonna put out 10 chapters. Here you go. Then I'm gone. And I'll put up another 10 chapters and I'm gone. He would put out chapters for a volume. Here's a volume of content, and then I'm out. Yeah. That's what he's doing, which is fine because I think again the content that he's putting out is beautiful when it comes to reading it as a volume, right? But if you're reading it week to week, if you're not invested in rereading those chapters and following certain things and going back to older chapters and doing all that stuff, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that if you're not invested, you trash. I'm not saying that. I mean to say, if you are not invested in that, you're gonna be man, I don't know what's going on half the time, right? Because again, there's a lot that Tagashi is just kind of dropping, especially when you're on the ship. When you're on the ship, if you forget the connection between certain people and certain factions, you're bruh. Right? The factions, there's too much, right? To sort of say okay, week to week, I'm gonna have a life. I'm gonna have a life. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna I'm gonna be in a relationship. I'm gonna talk to family and friends. I'm gonna, you know, have chill time. And when I'm not reading manga, you know, go out, do whatever. And you know, I'm gonna hang out with my cats. Like I'm like, bro, Hunter. Like you gotta dedicate some time. I had to like say, you know what? I'm gonna put some of this stuff to the side. I'm just gonna read these Dark Continent chapters because the amount of information in those chapters is ridiculous. Like that first, those first few, like Dark Continent chapters that sort of formed a volume, bruh. There was so much information in that. Like just the sheer like breadth of geopolitical information that he was like putting forth in those first like I don't know 5 or 7 sort of chapters or whatever. I was like, dude, right? If you're reading that week to week, it's just like you know what I mean? It's just like it will float. It will float. It's something that you kind of got to reread. You got to like it's meant to be reread, and it's also meant to be read in a volume. I believe that truly. If you don't read it in a volume, it's just gonna be harder. You know, like there were so many things that I just kind of like forgot about. You know, just like looking through it week to week, it was still enjoyable, but rereading it made it way more enjoyable because there were so many things that I really, really understood. And I think a lot of the people, like there were a lot of like people who like a lot of YouTubers, like Hunter YouTubers, like Tales of Nerdia, you know what I mean, who were like clearly rereading the Hunter x Hunter manga and like really discussing and dissecting it and doing that work. And like kudos to them. They were doing that I think weekly. They were just like, hey, I'm gonna look back at certain things, I'm gonna reread these things, you know, or they were really taking the time to just like dissect those chapters, you know, before they sort of like had like a stream and talked about it and did whatever, or reaction or review or whatever and talked about it. You know, and I think for me, like honestly, like I maybe would reread the chapter like twice and that's it. But it takes a lot more than that because you not only do you have to sort of reread the chapters, but you got to reread what came before those chapters. You know what I mean? So when I read through this Dark Continent again, like now I'm in a place where I'm like, it's all kind of fresh. I remember certain things like the connections between certain entities and factions and what's going on within those factions and why that's interesting and why that's important. You know? So the characters just kind of have like they pop more. You know, when you're reading through it, you're not like paying attention to like the rando guard that doesn't seem to matter. But when you reread it, you're like, yo, that guard really matters because like all of a sudden, if this guard dies, that just like there's like a whole sort of domino effect that occurs based on the bodyguard's affiliation, both from the standpoint of the prince they're attached to and the prince that they are currently guarding, right? Because there are and like again, like in the other Hunter x Hunter stream, I talked about it, right? I said that when you look at sort of the bodyguards, it's not just, oh, here are these bodyguards and they're guarding the prince. It's like even within the set of bodyguard, like a particular set of bodyguards for a prince, there are sort of like there's like a faction within those bodyguards, right? There are bodyguards that are chosen by the wife of a higher sort of a prince, right? That's sort of given to the lower sort of rank. That's sort of given to like a lower ranked prince, right? And wife and prince, right? And then there were the guards that the prince personally chooses for themselves. So there's already a clash between the bodyguards. Like it's already like here's the bodyguards that are like that generally are attached to the wife and right and like the wife and like the prince like right and the wife's son, which would be or daughter, which would be a prince. And it's just like there's a lot. So you already have to think about that. There's like a faction. There's like these warring factions even within the bodyguards. So whenever like a bodyguard is like talking to another bodyguard, you always have to remember like, okay, which bodyguard, what is the affiliation of that particular bodyguard, right? Not only who they're guarding, but who do they sort of have like sort of like feel to loyalty to? What are they actually loyal to? Right. And I think generally Benjamin's bodyguards are pretty easy to spot because they wear like a certain type of gear and they always have like, you know, they have like the sort of like Royal Army kind of like gear. So you know that they're loyal to Benjamin, right? When you spot them, you're like, oh, and usually they look like Benjamin. This is one thing that Tagashi's done very sort of, not subtly, I don't think it's subtle because it's usually very clear. If you see a Benjamin guard and they wearing the gear, they generally look like Benjamin. do like, and that's like something that Tagashi's doing with his art, right? That's like an aesthetic sort of, I guess like metaphor or symbol or whatever you want to call it, right? Like that's what's happening there, right? It's like they are so loyal to Benjamin, like that they legit look like him, and they like aesthetically they look like him, you know. So there's a lot that's sort of going on there with that. Not all of them look like him, but like you can tell like when a guard is like clearly like related to him, you know. So even that, like you have to be aware of. You got to be aware of the bodyguards that are not only hired but are hunters. You know what I mean? Like there are some bodyguards that are hired, but they are hunters and they have their own like, reasons for guarding the princes. Some of them might not have even known about like what was going on with the succession and all these things. Like there's so many things, Yeah, they look, they just like they're distinct, right? Like their faces are like pretty distinct. So when you see them in a certain like period of time, like a certain like chapters, you remember them, more or less like during like within like that space. So they're like bodyguards. Like I might not necessarily remember their names, but I definitely remember their faces and I remember who they're attached to. And I definitely remember, like now I'm way better about remembering the princes because I've reread the Dark Continent chapter. So I remember like pretty much all the princes, like not necessarily even the names, but I remember their faces, what their sort of personalities are like, what their deal is, how they sort of like Nenbeasts kind of work in a sense. So it's just like rereading is really, really essential for Hunter x Hunter, right? It just is, it just is. Terraforma. That's facts. That's facts. All right. But you know what I mean? It's what it is. I mean, Hunter x Hunter is what it is. So far this Lupe album is not bad. I'm almost done with it. I got like 5 tracks left, so I'll let it play. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll come back to it and look at the Brockhampton album. Yeah, it's 15 songs. Start playing that now. All right. Definitely a different vibe. Just that. I'm on New Orleans. Different vibe. Different. New Orleans, if you heard what I'm listening to, you'd understand why I'm doing that. No. Hey. No. Woo. Fire. Pretty good so far. I like this a lot. Okay. Pretty good. All right, but again, I said this is a manga / music stream. So if I randomly go to start talking about music and what I'm listening to and how I feel about it, this is what I like. This is who I am. Like I love music. All right, y'all already know. This is the Brockhampton album that recently came out, Iridescence. I haven't listened to a lot of Brockhampton, but like from what I know, like he's all right. Yeah. The first song. I just put it on. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm just kind of checking it out, see how I feel about it. But I like it so far. It's only one song, but I like it so far. Right. What was I gonna say? It's not bad. I like it. But again, to me, I like if something makes me feel something, then I like it. I don't care about exercise sponsor. I already know, but get out of here. Get out of here with that. I haven't listened to it though. I have feelings about him. Like I'm not really like a fan of XXX. But that what I will say is I'm not gonna listen to that on stream or nothing like that. But I think I won't say that like his music is trash or anything like that because like I haven't really listened to it much. But I've heard some things. I never said like, oh, his music's garbage or anything like that. I've never said that. I just have feelings about him as a like I had feelings about him like as an individual or whatever, which is like different from like the music that I haven't really listened to. So I don't know about his music. This is not bad. I like this, but I like the beat. I think like the production is really good. It's really interesting. But that's to me. Like, again, one thing I love, right? Y'all know, I love music. I love manga. I love music, reading, food, dancing. I love those things. I love those things like ridiculously. Like, I love those things. Okay, so when I hear something and I'm like, this is dope, and I just feel like it's dope, yeah. Okay. All right. So far, I like what I hear. Okay. And sometimes, like, I'll say this though. I'll say this. All right. Music, like, one thing I think that Dustin said through a tweet that was really kind of like apt for me is like music. A lot of times, like, first and foremost, like, I think really very much initially, like, a vibe. Like, it's a vibe. So if you listen to something and you're like, you don't know who it's by or whatever, you're gonna be like, yo, that music bumps. Like, if it makes you feel good, if you're like, oh, if it makes you feel something that you deem like positive in a way, it's like, all right. You know what I mean? It might not be something like this, which is like, hey, this is like some club stuff. This is like club music where you're like, it comes on, you're gonna be like, you're gonna get on the floor, you're gonna be doing it, you're gonna be going in. All right, that's what you're gonna be doing. But there's other music, right, that like you might listen to. Like, for me, like, I love Adele. So, or, you know, so like if I listen to Adele, I'm gonna have it's gonna be definitely like a different vibe depending on what's playing, right? There's some Adele music that I love. Like, I'll hear it out, I'm like I love it. And then there's some Adele music where I'm like, I'm just chilling. I'm listening to it. I'm getting in my feels. I'm doing all that stuff, right? I'm just feeling something in that way. So, you know, music, first and foremost, is definitely like a feeling. Like, it hits you in a certain place, you know? And you respond to that, you know? And then that sort of comes to, like, you know, how are you maybe analyzing lyrics, if the lyrics, like, are, like, you know, particularly potent or whatever, and the production value and all that stuff. But so far, this is good. It just shift, you know, yo, stop. Let me do this right now. Give me a sec, yo. I'll say this. Here's the one thing I love about a good album. Good album. I'm gonna go through the 2 tracks, and then I'm gonna talk about an album that I really, really love, and why I love it and why it's an album. And I've talked about this before in a music stream. There's like a difference between like albums and just like a compilation of songs. Right? It's different. What's good, Cher? What's good, Cher the Dank? What's good, Walker Block of Flame? What's good, Mr. Sophisticated? All right. What's up? What's good, Gabby? What's good, Christoph? Good, Family Guy. Okay. Kenneth, what's up? All right. Let me see. So these 2 songs. This is something that I feel like if it's an album and like this is like apparent, already I have I appreciate it. Like, I like it. I already like it. I already have like a higher opinion of it because of what's happening there. Whenever there's a song and it transitions into the next song, like, smoothly, I love that. Like, when you can't even really hear when the next song started, that is dope. I love that. That to me is like that's an album. When albums do that, like, immediately I'm like, this is an album. I see what's going on here. I get the production. I understand it. Like, it's dope. All right. So I'm gonna play. All right. So I'm not gonna like have you listen to it, but the album is Brockhampton's Iridescence. Okay. And I'm gonna go to the end of the song, like the tail end of the song. All right. Last like 15 seconds. So let it go. 10 seconds. All right. Let it go. And then it just smoothly moves into Thug Life. Smoothly moves into from New Orleans to Thug Life. This is what I'm talking about, man. When people talk me, oh man, this album was dope. I'm like, man, you talking to me about an album that doesn't have one transitional sort of sequence. You know, not one instance where I can tell like the sort of overall like message and sonic sort of vibe that's going on throughout the whole project. You know what I mean? Or at a particular instance, this has that immediately. Immediately, you can tell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this for now. I'm gonna get back to it because I really like this album. But I'm gonna get back to it. All right, I'm gonna get back to it. But y'all, if y'all haven't checked out, I'm gonna go on to it. Let me go into it right. We're gonna go back to manga. We're gonna go back to manga. All right. All right. Yeah, Flower. Woo! That transition from Flower from Sometimes to See You Again. Woo! That's heat. That's heat. Flower Boy is a dope album too. I love that. I love that. That album is great. Let me, all right, very quickly. Let me pull that. Let me pull out Flower Boy, man. Before I pull out this album, because this album is the album that I'm about to mention is heat. Is heat. All right, but very quickly, because I'm gonna talk about it for a while, but let me pull up Flower Boy real quick. Because again, I can't play the music because I ain't trying to, get no copyright strikes or anything like that. But let's see. Albums. Tyler. Flower Boy. Yeah, y'all. Woo! Sometimes the big sometimes it's the track. Right, and it's short. It's a short one. It's just like it's basically like an interlude. It's like a skit kind of interlude kind of thing, you know. Yep. And it just transitions. Woo, that track is dope. Bruh. Those first like 6 tracks on Tyler's album, Flames. Forward Flames, Where This Flower Blooms. Woo! That's one of my favorite tracks on this album. Where This Flower Blooms, bruh. Tyler and Frank Ocean combo? Come on, son. Come on, son. All right. Come on. Yeah, it didn't even feel like a rap. And that's the thing, right? It's like it's music. It's music. Like you know when you listen to this Tyler album, it's music. Like you know it's music, but you also know it's a rap album. You don't really forget. Like you forget, but you don't forget, right? Like because you can get to a vibe and just enjoy it. But Tyler's spitting often. All right. Come on. Run it. Outroll. Woo! Come on. That track, Sometimes is great. See You Again is great. Who That Boy is different. It just kind of shifts. It's like a shift that I like. All right, and like the ASAP's great on it. The shift in like production and sounds is dope. All right, Pothole is for me is a surprise song. I remember when I listened to Flower Boy. I was listening to Pothole like way too many times. I overplayed Where This Flower Blooms. See You Again. See You Again is great. All right. Pothole. I was on Pothole all the time. But Tyler was spitting on there. He was spitting on there. All right. There's also a song that I really like on okay. Of course, another 911 is dope. 911 is dope. This is all very good. Garden Shed, of course. Garden Shed is come on. All right. Yo, Tyler did too much on this album. It was just way too good. It's way too good. All right. It's way too good. One thing I will say also, if you haven't checked out Kali Uchis, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up. But she's on this album. Dope artist. There's a song that I really like by her. Let me pull her up. It's on Isolation, her album Isolation. Check that out. That's a dope album. She's got a whole bunch of artists on there that I like checked out because I listened to her album, like Georgia Smith. I got put on to Georgia Smith because I listened to Kali Uchis. Let me see. After the Storm is a dope. Yo, After the Storm, bruh, is a great song. After the Storm, bruh. Tyrant, that's on this album. Yo, Tyrant is on Isolation. Isolation is a dope album. All right. If you got Kali Uchis and Georgia Smith on a song together, it's flames. Always. Always. Come on, that track is great. Tyrant, let me play that one real quick. That's good. That's good. Tyrant is dope. All right. But she's great. I like Isolation is like a good album like to sort of go into. But I think that like her other album, Por Vida, is also good. It's just different. It's different. But I think like if you want to get into her, like Isolation is kind of like a good, like it's a little bit more mainstream in some ways than Por Vida, but Por Vida is great too. All right. But definitely check out After the Storm. After the Storm is great. Because Tyler has that like that bass in her voice that really works on that song and the beat. It's just dope. It's got a great like West Coast kind of vibe, even though I believe she's like an East Coast like artist. But the production on it is very West Coast, and it's just great. It's just a great sound. Really reminds me kind of like a slow like Anderson .Paak, like Malibu sort of like sound, you know, and Malibu, well, probably more so Venice than Malibu, I would say, if I had to like make a comparison. But really good stuff, Just really chill track. Bunch of people on here. Callie, Tyler, great stuff. All right, so what I wanted to talk about. All right. We're gonna stay on music for a little bit. Then we're gonna kind of talk on manga for a bit too, and then we're just gonna kind of keep switching on and off. All right. Look. If y'all haven't listened to, any Janelle Monáe, you don't know. Y'all haven't listened to any Janelle Monáe. You don't know. All right? I'm telling you. You don't know. All right? And I'm going to say, like, I mean, I love all her albums. All her albums are dope. She's like one of those artists that people just be, I don't know. I don't really understand it. You know, I kind of understand it, but I don't, but I do. You know, because I think like just like recently Janelle Monáe put out like an album that was great. Her new album is dope. I really like it. It's like vintage like Janelle Monáe. And like it's like when you listen to it, you're like, oh, this is her. This is her. It starts off beautifully. Dirty Computer's a great track. Let me pull that up actually real quick. All right. Dirty Computer is just a great track. And it's just dope. It's just really, really good. All right. It's just a good flow. Really great songs on here. And the thing is, like, yo, come on. Baxter, you already know what it is. Our Android. That's the album I'm talking about, y'all. This is the album we're talking about right now. We're talking about that right now. People be sleeping on Janelle Monáe. They sleep on Janelle Monáe. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. All right. Might be her politics and stuff like that. Y'all wild. Janelle Monáe's. I'm all on her side. Like, I'm on her side. You already know this. Y'all already know this. But music. Arc Android is an amazing album. It's an album. When I was talking about the transitions, right? When a song moves into another song, I'm pulling this up. All right. So we start off. I feel like this is like her debut album. All right. All right. This is her. Django Jane is fire. That song is. I want to play all the songs, but all right. The Electric Lady is a great album. All albums are dope. That's all you need to know. Okay, but the Arc Android is like she put that out, right? She had an EP. The EP was dope too. All right, Arc Android is like, I'm here, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna ignore me. Okay, she put out Android. Let me run through this real quick. Suite 2 Overture. Like, starts off, sounds like people just kind of sitting, they about to listen, sitting down and waiting, they're an audience, they're about to listen to something. They nobody listen to some heat. All right. You hear, sounds like horns. It's like, it's what it is. It's what it says. The audience is clapping, they know it's about to go down. Just goes into this like classical. Just goes to this classical music. This just beautiful classical music, yo. And it's like if you were watching Anastasia. You know what I mean? That just like dark, haunting, gothic sound. You know what I mean? Like you about to walk into a castle and something about to go down. You about to throw hands with like Beast or Beauty and the Beast or something. It's just really good. And then it just chills. Yo. You know what I mean? Just like, Baxter, made a fan droid out your girlfriend. Woo! Janelle Monáe came through. Okay? Baxter's talking about, I think I lived off of nothing but Arc Android for like half a year when it came out. No food, no water, nothing. Just Monet. Y'all don't know. Some of y'all ain't on it yet. All right? This Suite 2 Overture is something like, bruh, it's so good. And then it shifts, and there's these like future, like techno, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like techno chrome sound or something like that. And it's just this nice mixture. All right. And then it just moves into Dance or Die featuring Saul Williams. Y'all better put some respect on Saul Williams' name. Saul Williams, famous spoken word artist, poet. Put some respect on Saul Williams' name. All right. Come on. Dance or Die. Ooh. And this is when Suite 2 Overture is like, that's like a dope beginning to an album. But when you get to Dance or Die, it just come on. Come on. It's Dance or Die, so Will's on here. And then I move through. We get to the last 20 seconds. You hear this just guitar solo go in there, just going in, right? And then you just watch that thing move. You just watch this like little dot move to the end. Smooth transition into faster. And the pace picks up. The guitar, come on. Dance or Die into faster. Faster the dope track. Janelle starts singing. It gets into this like just a different vibe. Come on, faster dope. Then we move through faster. All right, move through. All right, and just suddenly there's a shift. There's just a shift in faster, like around the tail end of it. Okay, it's not subtle, but it's good. All right, thank you, man. Yo, this beer took me a while. Took me a while. All right, come on. Woo, yo, Monet is going off. She's going off. Mm, mm, mm. Faster, woo. It's going in. And then the shift happens around the tail end. It's just a smooth transition into yet another song. Come on, son. All right, smooth transition into Locked Inside. Oh my goodness. And she's just going. She's just going off. She's just going off. All right. People keep coming to me talking about, man, this album's cool. You know what you're talking about. I'm like, you show me something that's as smooth as that. You show me something that's as smooth as that. The transition from Dance or Die to Faster to Locked Inside. Please. Please. Those be coming, yo, people be coming to me, man, talking about, man, this is dope, man. Yo, you listen to that Bad Barbie, man? She cool. She cool. She cool. No. Get out of here with that. Please. Please. You kidding me, man? You really gonna put Janelle Monáe, Bad Barbie in the same sentence, talking about she got a good flow, and I'm like, nah, she ain't got no good flow. She ain't got no good flow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe okay. Maybe she has a flow. Maybe she got a good flow. Maybe I'll give you that. Everything else is trash though. It's not touching Janelle Monáe work. This is a no. Okay. This is that point where we move from like opinions like about music into this is just facts. It ain't touching it. There is nothing that Bad Barbie has done that's touching the first 4 songs of Arc Android. Nothing. She could put out 5 albums. None of those things would be better than the 4 songs, the first 4 tracks on Arc Android. Nothing. All right. Y'all, if y'all haven't checked that out, come on. We about to move into, before we gonna talk about manga. We gonna talk about manga, but we about to move into this album is dope. You know what else is on this album? We haven't even gotten to Cold War. We haven't even gotten a Tightrope. Serene Down, Neon Gumbo, Sweet 3 Overture. Say You'll Go. Oh my goodness. This album is heat. Come on, son. This album has how many tracks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 tracks, and I love it. It ain't too long. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm not even gonna entertain it. I don't know if you're being sarcastic on Waka. I'm not sure. But I ain't even gonna entertain. I'm not even gonna entertain that. Come on, bruh. All right. Those first 4 tracks ain't nothing Bad Barbie made. Bad Bobby, all right, made that's even touching that. Not even close. They in different dimensions. All right. That's the difference between dirt and ambrosia. Okay. Let's move on. Electric Lady. She just keep continuing to put out that heat. It's just heat. I mean, bruh. Let's look through this. Let's see what we got here. Electric Lady. We got Suite 4 Electric Overture, which is dope. Again, just like in that vein of like I'm gonna put in the suite, it's gonna be dope. Classical mixed with some other really great production types of music. Just dope stuff. Queen featuring Erykah Badu, bruh. About me, woo. Left and right. Ooh. Come on, you better listen to Queen featuring Erykah Badu. Bounce on the ground, woo! But we eat wings and throw them bones on the ground. And the way she says that, and where is y'all? That song is dope. All right, Queen. Move on. Electric Lady, another dope track featuring Solange. Come on, son. All right, Electric Lady's great. Let's move into Good Morning Midnight. Is just a dope interlude. All right, it's just a dope interlude. Come on. Prime Time featuring Miguel. I can't. Come on, y'all. Dance Apocalyptic? Eat. Come on, y'all better play them tracks. You better play them tracks. Ghetto Woman is dope. I can't, son. It's Cold is dope. Victory. Ooh. Bruh. Come on, man. I can't. Come on. I'm gonna chill for now because when you have these headphones on for too long, they get low. A little annoying. Come on, son. I won't get back to the Brockhampton album right now. But I can't say enough about Janelle. Yo, Tierra Whack. Yes. I listened to it. I listened to it a little while ago, actually. Like I think I listened to it right after I listened to No Name's album. All right, No Name Room 25. I can't even get into that. I want to switch to Manga before I go back to that because I'm gonna talk about that for way too long. I'm talking about that for come on. All right, but Whack World is very good. I'm gonna go through these. I'm gonna go through some Whack World tracks real quick. Because Tierra. There she go. Tierra Whack. All right, go through it. All right. Black Nails. Good start. All right, we just let play. It's really good. It's got like a electric keyboard sound. Just a good vibe, good message. Come on, they doing the thing. They doing the thing. These black women are out here doing the thing, man. people sleeping on them too. They talk about, I don't really mess with those artists. That's not to say that there aren't people that I know in this community that do listen to them. Like, come on, Master J. There's a whole bunch of people that listen to them. Dustin, like, there's a whole bunch of people that listen to No Name, whole bunch of folks. All right, Rhapsody, whole bunch of folks. But more people can. More people can listen to them. All right, Bugs Life. All right. All right. And they're all like, this is the thing, right? Like Bugs Life, she snaps on there. She going in on there. Okay. If you thought like she can't rap. All right. Flea Market is just a shift from Bugs Life. All right. Cable Guy. Cable Guy my tracks. It's just a good vibe. It's a vibe track. I love vibe tracks. One, because I love dancing. I love to move. Cable Guy though. Come on, y'all. It's that every track is a minute. Ooh, I can't stop it. And this is what I'm talking about. This is like, woo, Cable got a track. I wish that thing was like 5 minutes. And I'm not even like a super fan of like 5-minute tracks unless they're like made by like Janelle Monáe or like Tori Amos or like an artist that like is really putting those 5 minutes to work. Okay, come on, man. And then it just shifts into this like very interesting vibe. Just this really like Four Rings is an odd track because when I listened to that at first, I was like, And it like the thing that I love about like artists like Tierra Whack, No Name, even like Chance, like Nav, like this sort of Chance, like I mean old Chance too, but like newer Chance, like Coloring Book Chance, like Coloring Book, post Coloring Book Chance. Like you really gotta they're vibe tracks. Like you really gotta sit with them, and you gotta just whatever sort of like expectations you kind of have. You just gotta be like, I'm chilling. All right, you just gotta be like, I'm chilling. All right, and then we move from Four Wings. It's like very kind of like very like introspective. Just like kind of like I gotta be in those feelings. I gotta like sort of like face these like this kind of feelings, you know. And then we move into Hookers. It's a track. All right, it's very good. This is another track that I like. And again, they're all a minute. So you really kind of like for me, like it's hard to just kind of move into those different things and to put that out there and to say like, hey, like this is what you want to do. Yo, I haven't listened to her yet. I've wanted to. I'm gonna get into that. Let me make sure I like keep track of these because I want to listen to come on, vibes. Manga music. All right, we're gonna move into music in a little bit. But I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep her in mind. Pet Sematary dope. All right. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I mean it's 15 minutes, but Whack World is very good. Whack World is very good. All right. I wanted to go back to the Brockhampton piece. I'm just gonna like play that while I'm talking about manga, so I can listen to it. But those first 2 songs are very good for the Brockhampton album, Iridescence. And again, it's like there's music for me that's like this vibe. It's like it's just very much all about the vibe, and it's like, you know, it's just cool. And like I like what's being said, you know what I mean? And then there's like that music that's like, ha, here's the message, like here's the message I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? It's pushing, it's doing that, it's doing the thing in a certain way. All right, I'm just gonna kind of put this music on. Like, bro. Let me see, does Thug Life move into Berlin? Let's see. If it does, Okay, it doesn't. Just kind of okay, that's fine. And it's different. It's a different vibe. Production on it is very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Um, let me set that up. Let me set up the her. Ooh, EP. Okay, 6 songs. I used to know her, right? Okay, I used to know her. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that definitely. All right, I'll get it ready. And then she has her that came out in 2017. It's like 21 songs. I will listen to the EP first because it's 6 songs, so I can just kind of go through it. I'm listening to like two more Brockhampton tracks, and then after Berlin, and then I'm gonna move into the her track. I'm gonna move into the her EP. Very good. I think for me, like one thing that's really happened is I've sort of like um sort of had like an appreciation for like that sort of like mumble rap, that sort of mumble rap like kind of vibe and like flow and stuff like that. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, because it doesn't necessarily like all music does not have to like necessarily be about message, but I think like it's gotta be good to me. Like it's gotta be like a lot there. You know? Um you know what I mean? That is what it is. Um let's see something. Let's see something. Let's go back to manga real quick. All right. Okay. So we're moving back to manga. I want to say, yeah, I'll check that out. I'll check that out too, P. I'll check out the cover. Gotcha, gotcha. All right. So for me, I want to get back to a bunch of manga that like again like I have to I gotta react to them, but I think it's probably not gonna happen for like a little bit. I'm still gonna react to My Hero and Promise Neverland and Hunter x Hunter um, on Monday. All right, I'm still gonna react to that. I gotta make sure that I get some stuff done before then. All right, but I'm definitely gonna react. Definitely gonna react to those three. I think like again like like I'm just trying to be more honest about how I feel about certain manga that I'm reading. Like I think like okay, so like Naya is like sort of recently was like I'm not really feeling Promised Neverland, where I'm at or whatever, and I'm like, no, that's fine because you know what I mean. Like I get it because like it wasn't a sort of like it was like that first arc was heat. It was heat. Okay. So when you go to get past that, you're kind of like, trying to think like, is it when is it gonna get to that like level of heat? And I think the thing with like Promised Neverland is like there like it sort of starts off that way, but it becomes like a different sort of manga because like at first it's really like about like, yo, this is mystery and blah 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 and all these things and the mind games and all that. And that doesn't mean that doesn't not to say that it doesn't that it disappears necessarily, but I think it's just very different. Like there's a lot of stuff that's trying to being set up, you know. So I totally get like what Naya is feeling, and it's kind of how I feel about like One Piece. Like One Piece, I'm just like it ain't there for me right now. So I just choose to kind of like let the chapters pile up, and I'll react to them when I react to them. Um, I have no idea when I'm gonna check out One Piece again. I don't, but I'm enjoying all the other manga I'm reading. So there's no rush. There's no rush or anything like that. You know, you know what I mean. There's no rush. So, but so far I like this album. Iridescent is pretty good. Oh man. No, but this is good. This is good stuff. Oh, tweeting about Arc Android. You know what I mean? Like, man, so far it's good. I like it so far. All right, I got like probably one more track, and then I'm gonna move into the her. But manga, like I'm just I'm just reacting to what I'm reacting to. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna react to what I want to react to. Like I'm trying to like figure out like my own schedule. Like it's hard figuring out my own schedule, work, school, YouTube, like all that. You know what I mean? Like those three things I think are like the hardest thing to sort of like figure out. Just like a schedule. You know what I mean? But I'll get it. I will. Because like I have to. Because I like YouTube is dope. Mm-hmm. What was I gonna say? Ooh, this guy going in. This is a good album so far. This Brockhampton album, I really like it so far. It's one of those things like I just like put on, I play it, And I always try to play music as often as I can. I'm just doing work or whatever. But when it comes to like just like reacting, like I gotta figure that out. There's so many manga that I want to react to. I still gotta react to Yona. I've been saying I'm gonna react to Yona for like the past month, and I keep not reacting to it. I gotta get back to Monster. I gotta get back to so many things. But again, the thing is like I think like as like a YouTuber, like you always have to make sure that you prioritize like in the right way. Because when you don't, everything just like falls apart. It's like YouTube channel falls apart, or work falls apart, all this other stuff like just drops. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen. And I'm getting there. I would say in October, like I'll probably be at a place where I'm like really good. But right now I'm just like, trying to get all this stuff like set up. This is good. This is a good album. But in terms of like manga, like I've been reading MW by Osamu Tezuka, and I had a person on Twitter who responded to one of my to the poll that I recently put out, and she was like, "You should read Blackjack by Osamu Tezuka," and she really recommended it. So I'm gonna check that out. See how I like it. First volume, eventually, not like super soon, but I'm gonna check it out and see how I like it. All right, because so far he's been putting out Tezuka just been putting out heat, man. MW, Otakita Hito, Astro Boy, heat. I'm gonna check out Blackjack. I also want to check out Buddha and what's the other one? Phoenix. I'll figure that out. I think when I turn like, I'll probably get to that when I turn like 35. You know what I mean? When I turn 35 and I have like the salary that I want, and all that stuff, I'll check it out. I'll try to get all those volumes. Because there was one volume, it was like, I'm gonna have to get used volumes for Phoenix because the new ones are just ridiculously priced. Like it's ridiculous. I get it, but I'm also like, oh no. So, but MW though, I forgot who suggested it to me. I know somebody on YouTube suggested it to me in one of the comments. I can't remember. It might have been that, or it might have been in like the live chat, or it might have been Twitter. I don't know. I can't remember. But I know that I'm really happy about it, and I put it in my, I put it on like a sort of wish list. Ridiculous is like it just goes to these places where I'm like, yo, I think this thing is like for me, it's like, wow. I'm just like, bruh, like I'm really invested in this character, but I'm also like, this character is like, just what the? It's not to say it's too much, right? It's not like it's like too much or anything like that, or I'm gonna stop reading or anything like that. But it's good. It's very good. You know what I mean? It's just very good. This is very good. You know what I mean? You just be like, did you just do that? Like really intense. And I think I'll say this. One thing about hold on, let me move to her because so far the Brockhampton album is pretty good. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna listen to the EP. All right. Then I'm gonna switch to her 2017 stuff. All right. All right. Yeah. You know, but it's just like, yo, let's see something. I'll put it on her, see how I feel about it. But MW is very good. The thing, okay, so here's the thing. Whenever I suggest like manga people, I just tell them like, look, like it's about this thing. Like I try not to spoil like certain things because I think MW is like a manga that like it's not to say that it works if you it works if like it only works if you don't know things. I think it just works better if you don't know things. So what I will say about it is that like there's a lot of death, and there's also a lot of gay sort of like relationships and stuff like that. Like that's like at like the sort of core of it. So I say like I don't like obviously like I don't mind it. Like it doesn't bother me. It's whatever. I think it's not even about that. Like it's like it is, but it's like it's sort of a response because during that time like it was sort of like kind of seen as kind of like a joke how like sort of have those types of relationships within like manga and stuff. But in MW, it's very much so an integral part of like the story, and the narratives and all these different things. So it's very, very interesting. I mean, really, really good. And there are just moments where you're just like, ooh, ooh, I gotta stop reading for a little bit. Like you just feel like, ooh, ooh, you know. And it's just like because it's very like it's very violent. There's a lot of there's quite a bit of violence in it. So when you see certain things, you're just like, good lord. There was a part that just reminded me of a JoJo. It almost seemed like Araki or Araki. Like it almost seemed like he was like influenced by like Suzuka and MW in that like in this particular. It was just like whoa, 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 whoa. It just had a vibe. It just had a JoJo vibe at one point. I was like whoa, but like it just went somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like JoJo for all of its like sort of feel and stuff like that. I think it's still very much so. I think it's very much like a shonen, in a lot of ways. So it might be a seinen. I don't know. Let me check it out. JoJo. What is that categorized as? Adventure, fantasy. Yeah, I think it's a seinen. It's a seinen now, but I think it's basically like a seinen. It was in Weekly Shonen Jump, and then they moved it to seinen in like 2004 in the seinen magazine. But it just goes to a different place. Like MW is not JoJo, but there's some things that I'm like, yo, JoJo's like might be pulling from here. Just little scenes and stuff, you know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was pretty shonen for like a while. And then it just shifted. And rightfully so. Like it rightfully did like, you know, shift to a different magazine. Um, but the later parts is heat. Later parts of heat. Yo, what's going on, DJ? What's good? What's good? You know what I mean? Oh, let me put on her. Oh, got it on. All right, so we're going into. I used to know her. The Prelude. This is an EP by her. All right, H.E.R. Right, acronym. Well, so got. Oh boy. Go. Bruh. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Let's go. Come on, bruh. She going in. Look, I like for me, I know. I just like it doesn't take long. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes a little bit, depending on the music. Like when I listen to Saba's Care for Me, the first time I listened to it, I wasn't really listening to it. I was just going in. I was just like no, I was just going. I was just like walking around. I was like, walking from work, and I had to like because Orphe wanted me to like get on his sort of like music channel, like to talk about like the rap album, like that rap album, like to talk about the Saba album. And I hadn't really listened to it. I went through the tracks very quickly. So I didn't like take it in that much. And I was like, oh, that's all right. Then I listened to it again and I sat and I was like, Saba's Care for Me is dope. Like, but this right here, HER, her, this EP, Lost Souls, bro. It's got you know what I love about it? It's got an old school like vibe. It's got a very like, it's a 90s vibe. That's why I like it. I think that's why like I immediately reacted to it because it's got a 90s like rap vibe. But also like a 90s kind of like whenever you hear like a certain song and there's like a singer on or something like that, like a sort of collab between like a rapper and a singer or something like that, it's got that vibe. Very Lauryn Hill vibe too. I think the production. Lost Souls is a very Lauryn Hill vibe. I feel like she was listening to Lost Ones when she was recording this track. Really good. It's really good. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That was good. That was great. Dope. DJ, we've just been talking about manga music. We've just been kind of switching back and forth. I think this is something that I'm gonna try to do more often. I'm just gonna kind of like talk about like music that I've been listening to, that I've listened to, that I really like, and people come through. We talk about music and they suggest something, and okay. Here's what I'm gonna do for y'all. I'm gonna listen to the Bad Bobby. I'm gonna listen to it again. I'm gonna give you a shot because for me, I'm like, nah, it ain't it. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna listen to it now. Okay, it ain't it. Um, this, but I gotta finish this first. Cause her is she out here? She really out here. I'm gonna go through the 2017, not the whole thing, but like a bit of it. Um, Brockhampton album was very good. I like that a lot too. Like the stuff that I listened to. Let's do like a good chunk of it. I liked it. Let me. She going in right now. This album is dope. This EP, man. It's an album. It's an EP, but like, mm, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Um, So far, very good. What was I gonna say? Man, this is good. It's good. Listen to it. The album is well. The EP is I used to know her. The Prelude. It's very good so far. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's got a good. It's got a good vibe. The first track is just like it immediately catches you. You're like, all right, I'm listening to the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like for me, a good album or EP or whatever, like does mixtape does that. The first track should be heat. The first track is garbage. I'm like, what? Why? 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 You know? Why? I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I might move into a bit of R&B in a bit. I mean, this is kind of an R&B like track right here against me. It's very much that so that. But good. Ooh, she going. Hey, she talking about it. She talking about it. All right, all right. She going in. She's spitting facts. Let me let me find. Well, first let me download. To know her because that's dope. Uh, also I listen to. But Fiasco is okay. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna download that now because you always got to make sure like you have no space. The Brockhampton album I'm definitely downloading. That's very good. But the Lupe Fiasco album is too long. You know, I'm gonna save it, but I can't download it because it's just too many tracks. You know what I mean? So, I all right. So let me find it. Was it before I go back to her? Pause this to listen to Bad Bobby. She's on Spotify. Just ugh, disgusting. 15 tracks and probably trash, but man, people really trying to make money off her clout. Ty Dolla Sign, Lil Yachty, I believe. They really doing the thing. Hmm. Oh, Lord. Okay. Ridiculous. Um. All right. Let's go through. Let me see. Let me see. I'm not listening to the album. Get that out of here. I can't. I don't know if I can do. All right. Hi. Bish. Let's go. Let's see what we got. All right. It's playing right now. It's playing right now. Oh, this. It is. I'm gonna let the song play. Let it play. Let it play. Yo, Baxter, this is hey, facts. They're facts, right? So good, man. Can't speak. You know what it is? I think you know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? It's I think it's because I've taught and I'm teaching like children around her age. So the voice just immediately puts me in like listening to like one of my students rap. And then they're not good at it. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like that. And I think the thing is like, it's not to say that like, oh, you already know what it is. You know, it's the voice, it's the cadence, all that stuff. I just immediately think of like children that I teach, like immediately. And I'm like, you know, if they weren't like talented, you know, this is like all about clout. And I think what really kind of bothers me about that song is like the bass like is so ridiculous on it, and it doesn't do that. Like it doesn't do it for me. Like it's too much. Like it's too much bass. It's like, bro, like it's like it's trying to hide like the trash that is like happening on the rest of the song. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know? Yeah, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. I mean, look, I did say in the stream, like, yo, like if music, like if you get a feeling, you're like, hey, I'm feeling it. If you feeling it, you feeling it. I can't. What am I gonna do? Nothing. You know, if you feeling it, you feeling it. There's songs that I'm definitely like, yo, this ain't this it. This is my jam. This is my I'm vibing. I'm yeah. And there are people who are like, nah, I'm not really feeling that. It ain't for me. You know what I mean? Like there are people like for me, like I love like for me, like I love Blonde more than I love Channel Orange. But a lot of people like are like, it wasn't that album really wasn't for me. You know, I wasn't really vibing with it. Like, okay. You know, like if the music didn't make you feel a particular way, like, all right. And this Channel Orange did, I'm not gonna say nothing. You know? But that song, that's it's a no for me. Okay? All right, we're going back to her. I gotta wash this bad taste out my mouth. We were on. Oh, be on my way. Interlude. Ooh, that's an interlude. I love me a good interlude. You know what I mean? A good interlude. You know, like some out like of course Janelle Monáe always has dope interludes. SZA had a great interlude on Control. No Name always has great interludes. Um, certain R&B tracks have it. Obviously, Frank Ocean has great interludes. I must say, I don't want to necessarily say it, but um, one thing that Chris Brown does very well is interludes on his albums. He's got great interludes. Sometimes his interludes are better than the tracks. Like if you ever listen to a Chris Brown album and you listen to the interludes, you be like, yo, where the song for that? Like where the whole song? But everything else, for the most part, right, not bad. That's not to say that he don't have songs that are good. It's just like when you compare it to like other stuff, you're like, oh, I ain't really doing it. All right. Let me move to well no, let me move. Let me go back before I finish it. Before I go to Could Have Been Better. Featuring Bryson Tiller. Go to SZA real quick. SZA's album Control is woo fire. Fire. Uh go to ooh, the interlude. The interlude for Control. Bruh. Yo. Love Galore. The whole album is heat. There's not one song on Control that is trash at all. Monster Report. For real. That whole album is ridiculously good. Yo, the interlude Wavy? That's an interlude. That gets you in the mood. It's just like if you've been listening to the album and you're like, all right, you get to Wavy and you're just like, all right, where the rest of that album? Where it at? Like you love it. Wavy? Ooh. Wavy is good. Yo. Wavy is good. Wavy is good. Woo. Wavy. Wavy is a track. Wavy is a track. You kidding me? You kidding me with that interlude? Come on. My cat agrees. My cats agree. They're like, yo, Wavy's dope. They're like, Wavy's dope. They know. They know. Come on. This is so, yo. Let me go through some of this. Supermodels is amazing, of course. Love Galore is phenomenal. Featuring Travis Scott. Doves in the Wind is dope. Featuring Kendrick Lamar. Drew Barrymore, of course, y'all already know. All right, Drew Barrymore is like she going in. She just sang it on Drew Barrymore. Same with all those tracks. Prom. Prom is one of my favorite songs on this album. Prom is really good. Very good. Okay. SZA putting in work. SZA put in work on this album. I think it's like 13 songs, I want to say. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. 14 songs. 14 quality songs. Right. SZA, whoo, kill him. What was the other? Oh, Frank Ocean. Cal was cool. Cal was cool. I haven't listened to a lot of him actually. I need to. I just haven't. It's funny because like every time like I like no, it's not even that. It's not even that. I think it's just I just haven't listened. It's not to say I don't like pop at all. It's just like I think I've been more in like R&B, rap, other just types of music like than like pop. Like it's not that I haven't listened to pop. It's just like I haven't downloaded any like pop albums. Generally, I don't like a lot of pop albums. Like I feel like there's like the singles, and then the rest of it's kind of like. But I think I just been like really been listening to albums like lately, and really like instead of like single songs, but I don't know. I'll definitely check him out. Like I have I have an idea of like his sound. Like it's not that I don't know what he sounds like or anything like that, but I gotta like really sit, download an album of his, and like check it out. I do that. I might do that in a bit. Frank Ocean. Does Chillers have an interlude? Does not. I don't think. Maybe it's not Frank Ocean that I'm thinking of. Maybe somebody else. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking of. Eh. Um. Let me see. Who am I trying to pull up? I'm trying to pull up some R&B. Oh, I wanted to talk about Room 25. 25 is dope. I'm into that. I'm into that. I'll check up Khalid. I'll definitely check him out. Let's talk about some manga for a bit. Talk about some manga. Move into Room 25. I'm just gonna turn on some Room 25. Let's start it off. I've listening to that a lot lately. It's really good. Just gets better with every listen. It's just really good. So and these are like the type of albums that I like. So like, what, 11 tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 tracks. Love that. Beautiful number. Beautiful stuff. Oh, Self is dope. Songs aren't too long. Self just once you play stuff, you're like, this album's already going. You already know this album's gonna be dope. No. You already know. Mm. You know what I mean? Room 25. Self? Come on, son. But manga. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about in terms of manga? Because I don't know. I mean, I want to talk about a lot of things, but I wonder what y'all want to talk about in terms of manga. Remember, y'all, music and manga stream. Music and manga stream. Just chilling. Mm. Y'all check out Self. Y'all check out Self. That's a dope track. Mm. Mm. Really good, really good, y'all. Really good. Then it moves into black exploitation. You already know that's gonna be dope. Mm. Mm. Black exploitation. Woo. Self and black exploitation. Black's exploitation. Heat. That's heat. You know. But again, what do y'all want to talk about when it comes to the manga stuff like that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, the My Hero podcast was dope. Y'all, I feel like I should have put a link in my reaction. I gotta do a bunch of things. I'm gonna link them now. Actually, let me send out a tweet because I've been like awful when it comes to that stuff. I gotta be much better about it. Because you can ask them on iTunes if you need to. Send a link. Gonna put that out there because like it's always good to like show love to people who like really just want to help you out and just want to talk to you about dope things, you know. And I had a great time on there. My Hero podcast is dope. To combo between women. Wow. Jeff from My Hero Academia. Kirishima because my favorite. Okay, and there you go. Hashtags just to get that visibility. Okay. Yeah, we good. Okay. Let's see. But it was really cool. It was really fun. Shimamine. Shimanani Tatsugare. Let me check that out. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I mean, I'm just, yo, no name. Ugh, it's too good. Tatsugare. Oh, which is Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard about this. I believe someone I know, a translator I know, Jocelyn Allen. She was on my channel actually a while back. But I talk with her, from time to time, through Twitter, and I believe she's going to be doing the translation work for that manga. And it should be out next year, I believe. Like volume 1's supposed to be released on May 7th, 2019. Yeah. Let me put a link. Let me put a link for you, Baxter. No, yeah, you should follow. Oh, that was weird. I don't know why it said error. Maybe it's too long or something. No, there it goes. Yeah, that was weird. No, but you should follow. You should follow Jocelyn on Twitter, because she's always talking about like new like text that she's working on, and that they're gonna come out eventually. So definitely check out. That's how like I learned about like my lesbian experience and Soul Exchange and like all these other manga. Like I just follow people that I know like are really talking about this stuff and that I like and that I vibe with, and it's just cool. Definitely check out Jocelyn Allen. What else? Manga Moguro, I believe, or Magura. Um, really dope, really dope. They just follow things and they're really good. Deb Aoki is really great. They're just really good. About like really following that stuff. Manga Maven is very good. Yeah. Jocelyn's been working on a lot of stuff. She's been working on a lot of stuff. Like I heard about that a while back. She was really excited about it too. That's the thing. Like that's how like she's really putting in. I mean, she always puts in the work when it comes to manga, but like a manga translation. But she's really excited about this title. So it's gonna be good stuff. Oh man! All right, the time now is 9:55. I think I'm gonna go back to that Her EP, finish it off, and I'm gonna end the stream there. All right, let's do that. No, but it's really dope, Baxter. It really is. Definitely looking forward to checking it out, because like I just don't really read scans like that, so I gotta wait until it comes out next year to check it out. But I know like if certain people suggest a manga, I know it's gonna be good. Like if Baxter, Key, you know what I mean? If y'all two like suggest a manga, like Michael, like if y'all suggest a manga, I know I'm gonna like it. Like I already know I'm gonna like it. It's easy. It's easy. I already know. Orphe as well. Orphe's pretty good with that. Laz, like y'all are really good about suggesting like manga that I know I'm gonna like. Of course, and of course everyone else like on like Twitter, like Gabby, my friend Ash, my friend Gabby, manga Maven Morgana, Deb Aoki, Jocelyn. I'm like they're all really good about like suggesting manga that I know I'm gonna like, that I'm gonna want to check out. You know what I mean? There's some manga YouTubers that are really good about that, like Mama Loves Manga is very good. She suggested Oku, and I really love that, and I want to get back to that. I gotta finish like so many things. I gotta finish reacting to Golden Kamui. I gotta finish reacting to Oku. I gotta finish like I gotta get back to that stuff. I just gotta like set time and just say like, hey, on this day I'm gonna react to it, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know. But I have a lot of work that I kind of gotta make sure I get done. So once I do that, I'll be good. So far, this EP dope. Yo, Michael, what's up? You just get the tail end of the stream, tail end. But please do watch like the rest when you got the time. It was an awesome stream. I'm gonna try to do more of these. So the sort of goal is just to have like a music manga stream where I kind of do like every once in a while. I think I might do like either once a week or something like that. Maybe once every week, once every 2 weeks, something like that. But probably once a week. Maybe like every weekend I'll like try to add it in because I like doing these kind of streams. And I'm just listening to music. I got the music. I'm going through my headphones. I'm listening to it. I'm enjoying it. And I talk about manga too. And we sort of like go back and forth. I would say this stream is definitely more like music heavy because we just kind of really went into like albums that we loved and like music that we were into and stuff like that. And outside of the bad Barbie track that's just garbage, but this is really cool. I really like this stream. It's perfect. It's perfect combo. I think I'm gonna try to have a lot more people, just to kind of come in and talk about things and stuff like that. But I think I like sort of like the way it's set up. Like if it's just me and I just talk about just music, and I just kind of go through the music and I listen to the music. And I wish I could play the music. That'd be so dope. But I think what would happen is like if I'm talking and then you listen to the music, yeah, man, it does, Michael, it does, it really does. I was like, man, you'll see my reaction to it in the rest of the stream. But like, I was like, man. But this album's very good. I like this a lot. Hers EP, definitely check it out. Just like some of the stuff that I've been listening to, like during the stream, definitely check out that music. A lot of this is like to just like hear like suggestions from other people, so I have music to listen to, and just like to like tell you what I like listening to and what I listen to and stuff like that. So I'm almost through this album. I have like 2 more tracks, and then the stream's gonna be done. And yeah. So I guess maybe I'll end it with manga. We'll talk about manga. You know what I mean? We'll talk about manga because manga great. Manga great. We'll talk about that. So the just a few people that you should follow. A few people that like for me, I follow all the time, and I just get like really like they're just dope people, but they have like a very like they have like a pulse on like what's going on, when things are going to be coming out. They're industry, like they're industry folks, but it's not like they're industry folks. It's like like they're industry folks, and like they're great people, and their information is always like sound, and they just suggest like dope manga, and they talk about manga that like to certain like demographics like really important, but like to a lot of other like demographics, they're just like people are like, I don't care about that manga. You know what I mean? They're like, I don't want to read My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness. I don't want to read Tokyo Tadadaba Girls. I don't want to read Princess Jellyfish. I don't want to read Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't want to read whatever. And I'm just like, just get on them, follow them. They're very dope. They're good. They're knowledgeable. I'm gonna put them through I'm gonna do a Twitter thread. And I'm just gonna like make a list, and I'm just gonna say, y'all should follow these people because they are dope. Period. And that's something that I got to do more of. I just gotta like put like not even like put people on. Like that's not what I'm doing. I'm just like saying like, hey, this person is great, and they've helped me a lot, and they've taught me a lot about like the industry and certain things, and showed me different types of manga that like I didn't know existed. So I'm gonna definitely put some people on Twitter. I'm probably not gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna do that. I might do it like tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see. but I'll set it up. I'll set it up. Prince Jellyfish is a GOAT manga. You know what's funny? I was in one of my seminars. I was in one of my graduate seminars, and they like, you know, it was just like a little icebreaker or whatever. And one of my professors was like, "Yo, you know, like, oh, you like comics? It's like, what's your favorite comic?" And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say like one, like I'm gonna mention a manga. And then I just like I was on the spot, but I was so surprised that I blurted out Princess Jellyfish. I was just like, Princess Jellyfish is amazing. Like, it's so good. Like, I'm just like, I just want to read every single thing that Akiko Higashimura like puts out. That like, it's so good. It's funny. It's dope. Hits you right here. Okay. So if y'all haven't checked out any Akiko Higashimura, like, do so immediately, because it's great stuff. I gotta set up my discussion about Tokyo Tarareba Girls. I gotta set that up for volume 1. I gotta contact some people because there were a lot of people that were interested, and I really want to make like that stream happen. But I gotta do that early. I gotta like set that stuff up early. I gotta get people together. I gotta see who's willing to like work with dates and stuff like that, and who's gonna definitely be there. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. You know. But you know, it is what it is. You know, but you know, it is what it is. I think. Oh, let me say this real quickly. Yeah, it happens. Like, for me, like, it took me a while before I got on to Princess Jellyfish. It took me a while. Before I got into a lot of like stuff. But once I got into it, I was just like boom, 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 boom. And I just kept going. You know? This EP is very good. This her EP, very good. Fair. But oh, one thing that like is very like interesting, and I kind of want to end the stream on this. Like, the thing is, like, one thing I know is that like when you get to a certain place, in terms of like just kind of like having like an audience or something like that, or just like people that you talk to and, you know, like you're vibing with and it's great and you're having a good time and all of that, like just like doing YouTube or whatever, like the trolls just slowly come out. They just slowly reveal themselves. And I think what I've learned is like, one, they don't really matter. Like, they just like, they're so insignificant. And so you have to kind of like, you have to treat them like that. But one thing I found is like, either I just ignore them, or I just like treat them with sort of like kindness. Usually on Twitter, like if it's a troll, I just block them and I don't even bother like responding to them. Right? I don't do that. But on YouTube, what I'll do is like, here, I'll just block them or mute them or whatever. Or if it's a comment, I won't delete the comment. I'll just say, "Oh, thank you so much for commenting. Really means a lot." And then I'll like either put like hearts, you know, something like that. And you know, then they really reveal themselves, because sometimes what trolls will do is like they'll either just like be super venomous from the start, right? Oh yeah, I know you be on it, Michael. I appreciate it. You know, because I can't do that. I just don't have the energy to do it on Twitter. I can't. Like Twitter, like if I'm having certain conversations like about like, you know, just trying to like scold people or whatever, it just exhausts me. So I just try to avoid them as much as possible. But I think usually what I do, like on YouTube at least, you know, is I'll say, you know, "Thank you so much for your comment. It means so much." I learned that from a friend of mine, Rob, my friend Rob, because he would do that. Like he had this this article that he had posted about, you know, a whole bunch of things, and so many people got on him for it. They were just bums, but you know, just some bums that came at him. But he would just do that. He just like nicely respond to them, and it was like really great to watch. Like I just like watch the comments and then watch him respond, and he'd be like, "Thank you so much," and he'd just do that, and it was like great. you know, and I think that's something that I'm just gonna like take. I'm not gonna do that on Twitter because Twitter is just like ugh, it's too much energy. People just like they keep responding, and it's on YouTube. I just be like, I'm gonna respond. It's on this one video. I'll never have to really look at it, whatever. So I did this one thing, and then someone was just like, "Oh, so much sarcasm." I didn't see that. I'm just like, I'm not responding to that because who cares? You know what I mean? That's how you know. It's like they're looking for a reaction. That's the thing. You know, they're looking for like a very sort of super like negative reaction. They want you to yell at them. They want you to like swear at them. They want you to like be super bothered by it. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, yo, thank you for your comment. It's so awesome. And then I just move on. You know, and that works for me. You know. And I think what's also interesting is like when I go on other channels, right? If I go on other people's channels and I like, you know, I say what I gotta say and I voice my opinions and I'm honest and that's what I do. And I call people out if I feel like they need to be called out or whatever. You know what I mean? And I do that, you know, I just be like, yo, that's what I do. You know, that's what I do. And I do not, and that's it. You know, I'm not gonna hold back. Like at this point, you know, I'm definitely not gonna hold back on my own channel. You know what I mean? So before I said it, this EP was very, very good. I used to know her. Prelude by her. That's an EP. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna listen to her other project. That has a bunch of tracks. It has like 21 tracks on it, but if anything like that stuff on the EP, whoo, I'll listen to that. I'll listen to 21 tracks of that. I will. All right. No, but yeah, there's been a lot of racist trolls lately. A lot of them. You know? Just man. It's just like, huh? Like where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? You know? Yeah, just wild. So I think for me, I just leave it. You know, if it's on Twitter, I just block. I block trolls on Twitter. I just don't have the energy for it. I don't. And if it's on like YouTube and it's a comment or something like that, then you know, I respond how I respond, and then I move on. One thing I also don't do, you'll never see me check out like comments on other people's channels if I've been in like in a stream and it's particularly just like toxic in a way. I don't even bother. And it's like, why would I do that? Why would I do that to myself? You know, because I already know people don't want to hear about certain you know, ideas. They don't want to hear about you talking about equality and supporting women and supporting the LGBT QIA community and those types of things, and like not being like a jerk. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to hear, like a lot of people don't want to hear about that stuff. You know, they want to ignore that stuff. So I'm at the very least, I'm gonna make sure that I'm here in this space, in this community, doing what I'm doing. Because if I'm not doing it, like I don't know how many other people are going to do it. I don't know how many other people are just going to be like straight up and be like, nah, son, that ain't it. You know, definitely. I would say, you know, I've definitely experienced like racism in real life. And, you know, with that, it's hard because I think for me, when I was younger, I kind of kept it moving in certain ways. But at the same time, there were also moments where I was just like, man, you better, like, you know, I'd have to stop myself from like, you know, throwing a punch or fighting or something, like, you know, and it's just, you know, and sometimes it wasn't necessarily like me, but it was more like I had like a friend or someone that I just be like hanging out with a group, like a friend, something like that. And, you know, someone would say something ridiculous and then, you know, I have to calm down like my friend or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you have to make a decision because you know, like I'm 30, so I'm not gonna like risk like going to jail or prison or getting charged like with a crime like assault or something like that because someone wanted to like try to hurt me with their words or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give them like that satisfaction. You know, I already know what it is. You know, so I've definitely learned to just be like, okay, there's a way to approach that. There's a way to like deal with that. And I think, for me, like, it's just like talking about it, making sure I make my feelings known, that I don't keep that stuff inside. Um, and yeah, but I've definitely dealt with them. I think now it's sort of different. There's like a way, like it's racism, but it's not overt at times. It's like it's subtle. It's little things. It's like, oh, when you're in certain spaces, people will treat you differently because because you're black, and they either expect you to act in a certain way, or they think that they think they already kind of know who you are, so they kind of respond in kind, and it's like you know. So it's always stuff. There's always little stuff, and I see it happen to people too, every now and then. Especially black women. Like black women get treated like garbage. Period. Yeah, man. Yo, I think if that was me, I react the same way, because it's like, right, because, but that's the thing, right? It's like once you hit a certain place in a certain age, I think you certain clarity, you understand it's like this. It's not that it's not worth it. It's that you understand that like you mean a lot to people, and you can't, say you can't respond in a certain way, because that not only affects your livelihood and your life, but like the livelihood and lives of others that really care about you. So you can't, do something that will like put you like in jail or something like that. You know what I mean? We told me, I was like, man, it's hard, like holding like back and stuff. It's hard, really is. But you gotta, because you have to. But it's always subtle. It's subtle things. You know what I mean? I was in one class, and it was just this odd thing that happened. I haven't even told like my friends. I'm gonna talk to her about it. But it was just like, it was so weird. I'm not even gonna mention it, because so like sometimes things spread and then people see things, and I'm like, I ain't gonna risk it. But it was weird. It was just weird. It was a weird thing, and I was like, what's going on here? It's odd. And I will say this: it was something that happened that occurred between that had to do with me and the other like black guy, like this other black guy in my class. It was weird. And we just looked at each other like, what's going on here? It was so odd. It was like, I was like, yo, I'm not even gonna. I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna respond to that. I'm just gonna like, okay, this is weird. But it was so odd. But yeah. Yeah. Wild stuff, Key. Wild stuff. When that stuff happens, it's like, and it's like you gotta figure out how to control the anger. You gotta know how to deal with it. Because if you don't, you're always gonna go around punching people in the face, going to jail. Right? And again, it's not just about you. Once you get to a certain pace, a certain age, a certain certain types of relationships, all that stuff, you can't do it. Because you're probably gonna end up getting charged with assault. Then you're gonna go to jail, prison, and then only bad things happen after that. No, yeah, that's what happened. I was with my fiance at the time. We had just gotten together, and there was some like old white guy who was like, we were in a diner just eating, and we were kissing, because that's what couples do, right? So we were there, and we were just like, we were talking with one another, having a good time, eating food, and it's happening in Flushing, Queens. It was just like super diverse area. This white guy was just there for whatever reason, and he just like was like, you two, just gross. Like, what are you doing? Shouldn't be doing that. And I'm like, do you do that? Like, do you do that with you know what I mean? It's like, do you do that with like the white couples that come in? Do you do that with like the Asian couples that come in? Like, do you like, is it just because you're doing that with like, because like you're doing that with me, and my fiance, or is it because like I'm black, and my fiance is Colombian and Puerto Rican, and like that's what you want to do, you know, and that's what you want to do. Like, what are you doing? So I immediately was like, like phew, and I was like, yo, you could like what? And then my fiance was like, no, you gotta chill, stop. She's like, Danny, like stop. All right, and that's the thing. You gotta know. A lot of times, like you gotta get to a place where you don't need your fiance to do that for you. You just gotta do that yourself. Because if you don't, there'll be times your fiance might not be there. Your fiance's got a life, right? Your wife has a wife. Has a life. Your girlfriend has a life. Your partner has a life, right? Your boyfriend, whomever, right? Your non-binary partner, like genderqueer partner, like they have lives, so they're not gonna be there 24/7. Okay, and so you have to really figure out to be like, I gotta calm, chill. Remember, like immediately I was think, oh, I'm not going to jail. I always think that every time like something like that like happens, I'm just like, I'm not going to jail. Nope, not doing it. No, I'm not going to prison for that. For what? What? All right. I'm not, affecting my partner's life or my future children's lives or anything like that. Family's life. Like, for what? Because some loser wanted to like be trash. No. Yeah. No, yeah, this is a thing. Definitely. But I think what happens there, like this is not just like I think with I mean definitely white women that date black women. But what I will say is like, there are always like people that sort of like there are people that like, fetishize people of color, right? So this is on all sides. Like this is like they're like white women that fetishize people of color. There are white men that fetishize people of color, but Michael's not like that at all. So, that stuff exists, but that's not Michael. All right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what happens all the time. All the time. And so I totally understand like, being like, yo, like what? Because like, yeah, depending on where you are and depending on where you live, depending, all that stuff, like that's gonna be like you're gonna be looking around and you're gonna be like, really? Like that's like what? But it's a thing, you know? Let me see. There's some stuff. And man, I gotta, yo. All right, yo. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh yeah, nah, yo, thank you, Keith, for that. I just saw the comment. Nah, you guys can't do that. That's trash. That's a no-no. All right, you're no. You on this channel? You gotta know. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Immediately. Sorry. All right. Y'all gotta know. Some of y'all gotta know. Some of y'all don't know. I'm not talking about y'all in the live chat, but just like some of y'all out here, you don't know. If you were here, no slack, none, nah. Because like I used to do that in the past. I used to just like, people say whatever and I just ignore it and I just move on. Now I'm just like, nah, you get like, it's easy. It's easy for us to just be like, nope. You're not gonna talk about people like that I care about, like it's nothing. Nah, you good. You getting blocked. You get timed out, whatever. And if you don't figure it out after those 300 seconds, bye. Sorry. Because again, this is not just a place for me. This is like, this is my channel. So I'm not trying to feel unsafe in my channel. No. But two, this is a place for y'all too. Y'all don't have to come here and feel uncomfortable and feel like you can't say certain things and feel like you can't talk about things and feel like you're gonna get attacked. Nah, get out of here with that. No, no, no. Again, one of the things I mentioned in my pinned tweet said this is a safe space. So no way I'm gonna let somebody just come out of nowhere and just start throwing around nonsense like that. Nah, I ain't having it. All right, Twitter's kind of different because like it's hard. Like I don't have nearly as much control. I only have as much control as I have on like my on my like page, right? On YouTube, like yo, on this channel, live chat. Oh, okay. So yeah, all right. Key knows what it is. Michael knows what it is. All right, people know what it is. People know. People know. But you know. But thank you for mentioning that, Key. You know, I guess that's the goal. The goal is just like, you know, to keep, you know, it's just like you just gotta keep pushing. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep talking, keep, you know, having conversations, and keep just like the dialogue open. I guess like that's important to me. Just like you know what I mean? Like keep talking with people, you know. And you know, I think you know one thing like my fiance always tell me is like you know it doesn't happen overnight, and you know that keeps me like you know, and I think like that's sort of the mindset I kind of have to have. You know, it's like yeah, you want the change to happen like immediately, but some things it's not going to happen like that, and you just kind of have to keep putting in the work, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep doing that. You know. All right, let me end the stream here. Let me end the stream here, and get out of here because it's 10:24. So make sure I get to bed on time. You know what I mean? Gotta watch a video real quick. But thank y'all for coming through. We listening to some music. You already know what it is. And yeah. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for coming through. All right, Kenneth, Mike, Michael, Key, of course. All right, who else came through? I know Baxter, of course, my guy Baxter came through. All right, who else came through? I know Waka Blanca came through. DJ came through. Negro came through. That's funny, but also I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's trolling or what. I'm not sure. I can never tell, you know. But you know, it is what it is. Who else came through? Family Guy came through. All right, Spider Shot MC came through. Good, cool. And I think that's everybody. Oh, Mr. Sophisticated came through. Dope. All right. Christoph came through. Gabby came through. Shout out to you, Gabby. Gabby's one of like people that like. Gabby's like one of those people like you know, like people on like in the stream, like Key, Michael, like Gabby, like y'all dope. You know, Baxter, y'all dope. Right. A lot of y'all also do like a dope, obviously, Spider Shot, Fervent Psycho, you know what I mean? Mark Blanca, like y'all dope. Y'all got me, and I really appreciate that. Again, I'm always I always want to make sure I mention that because, you know, it's cool to like, you know, like for you to know, but like y'all got me, and like that means so much. It keeps me going. It keeps me just like, you know, on it. And yeah, you know, Ash. Shout out to my guy Ash on Twitter. That's my bro. Like, it's my brother. Like, he's dope. I'm just gonna like start sharing, like having people, and I'm gonna start sharing them. I'm gonna say, hey, like follow this person, follow that person, because that matters. And you know, again, the goal is like to make moves and help and do all that. You know. So let me get out of here. All right. Yeah, this is dope, man. Manga music. I'm gonna try to do this probably weekly. I might do this weekly. I might talk about manga, you know, talk about latest chapters, stuff like that. Um, and yeah, maybe I'll do that like on Mondays or something. I'll see, depending on the time and everything. I have work on Monday, so what it is. But yeah, you know, keep doing that. I'm gonna share a bunch of people. A bunch of people I'm gonna put on Twitter. I'm just gonna like put down a button and say like, "Yo, check out these folks. They all dope." All right, let me get out of here, y'all. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank y'all for coming through. This stream was dope. This stream, I really needed it. You know, just like the energy stream. You know, it was really, 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 really cool. All right, let's see. Get out of here. Again, once again, I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank you for coming through. All y'all are dope, and I'm out.